Hi, Francesca. I'm Marvin Charles from News 24. I just have two questions. Since you've submitted your report, what has changed? And on a personal level, what would your ideal solution be for Gaza?
I don't know what has changed because my report was submitted only a few weeks ago and published only last week. So I wish there was already an effect. What I saw is that there are many member states who are clearly upset, and I'm happy they are upset. I'm not here to make them feel comfortable. Of course, I also see that the attack ad persona, ad hominem continue, and this is disgraceful because, again, I would like to see simply member states engaging with the facts instead of what they think of my persona or the way I execute my mandate. You know, I expect that states engage with the merits of the claims that I make against them. Israel and all states must be serious, must consider seriously the allegations that are made by me, the Commission of Inquiry, and other special rapporteurs, and the crimes that we allege they are implicated in. And this is not just because of what I say in my reports, but this is also for the seriousness of the matter that is being considered today by the International Court of Justice for Genocide and by the ICC. There are cases of war crimes against humanity already that have already translated into arrest warrants. And there are many more cases that, as I was mentioning, are brought before national courts. So this is really a moment of change. It's either justice or its opposite. It's a very, very serious moment. And I'm afraid member states are not grasping with the seriousness of the moment for their own interests. You know, I keep on quoting and referring to this that I share for the benefit of those who follow us online or from New York. But I was really struck by some handwritten lines by Nelson Mandela reflecting on his presidential years and saying women and men have always come and gone through the centuries. Some do not leave a trace, others are remembered for their evils, and others for their attempt to bring justice through their own actions in this life. It's about also for diplomats and civil servants to decide what kind of role they want to play in this very sad and tragic page of our history, because we are living on a borrowed future, so they don't seem to realize that.
Okay, we're going to hand it over to New York now, please.
Thank you. Just to say from New York and online, we thank you very much, Ms. Albanese, for your time and for the briefing and for sharing your report with us. And that will close the briefing on our side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thanks to all the journalists in the room and online. Bye. Till next year.
Thank you.
In New York, inshallah.
third states.
Sorry, I'm sorry, the audio is very bad. I couldn't understand the last part.
So can I? So there's no live stream. Okay, so can you expand on what essential raw materials?
Yeah, this I understood.
Is exporting to Israel, and then with the naval and land convoys that you recommended that states should facilitate, are you in support of foreign military intervention to assist these land and naval convoys?
Is there a third question? That's it. Okay, so let me answer first the question of the raw materials, coal. This is very problematic. I investigated Glencore for South Africa and Drummond for Colombia, and it's so interesting that the two countries, which politically and diplomatically, from a legal point of view, a recourse to an international justice system, are the two are doing the most, leading South Africa the ICJ case and the setup of the Hague Group together with Colombia and now I think other 13 states to take concrete measures against Israel. There are also the states powering, providing the resources, coal, both South Africa and Colombia, that power Israel's killing machine. What does it tell us? Does it expose South Africa hypocrisy? No, I don't think so. Honestly, I do often use the hypocrisy framework for other states, but I don't think that South Africa is the case. There is another aspect that then allows me to connect to the first question that was asked to me. The independence of South Africa from external control, not even external control, the realization of the self-determination of the South African. That means that the South African people, as a people, determine not only the electoral process, but also the use of the natural resources. This is not complete. And this is why it applies to so many states. Yes, the settler colonial regime has started to be dismantled, but the dismantlement is not complete because, and this is what I exposed in my July report, private entities, businesses, arms manufacturers first and foremost, but also raw materials producers still control a lot of the economy up to the point that it can strain and squeeze and challenge and change decision or alter the decision-making power of a state. States are not free from the profit world influence. So moving to and this is work in progress. Moving to South Africa, again, it's been such a beautiful, beautiful experience. I mean, it was very easy to feel at home here. And when you feel at home, you also feel on your skin the good and the bad. I mean, I've not been able to travel much, but the little I've been able to go outside of Johannesburg towards Soweto, or simply from the airport here, the fact that the apartheid has not been fully dismantled is clear. There is still physical segregation, and physical segregation also is accompanied by ginormous inequality that has not been resolved. Education and violence and access to opportunities are not equal in this country. Is it because, of course, there are many components. Surely there are matters that can be attributed to governments, but I also think that it really takes time to uproot the legacy of 300 years of brutal colonialism preceded by slavery. There are also the wounds of part of the populations who are here as children, I mean, as heirs of people who were uprooted somewhere else and be brought as slaves. It's brutal. how do you heal all these? It takes time, and so it doesn't, I mean, the reconciliation, it's something that you cultivate every day. But first and foremost, I think looking at other experiences, and all experiences, all reconciliation experiences speak loud more for their failure than their successes, but because it takes generations to heal. Surely you need robust policies and courageous leaders, but also very committed individuals, very committed societies that are able to put the common good ahead of their private interests. So it's an interplay of individuals and collective, I think. But I trust this country. There are far too many beautiful people for it not to succeed. The question is, will you keep on trusting each other? Will you keep on loving each other as despite the difference, and then despite the differences, the contradictions, and the pain that is still to be, and the wounds that are still to heal.
Miss Albanese, sorry, I'm so sorry. She has to do
I really have to go, I'm sorry.
TV interview that was scheduled before today. So we're going to have to close it.
Do I need to leave a mic?
Thank you. Sorry.
No, I was removing a microphone.
So thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate it. Miss Albanese.
Never finish the press conference with an